Have you ever felt that gnawing frustration? The feeling that the fruits of your labor, your creation, your time, your energy don't truly belong to you. We all chase success, yet we often find ourselves waiting for a signal, a stamp of approval, permission from an outside entity to claim what is rightfully ours. We wait for the right time, the right contact. But what if that wait is the very thing holding you back? Today, we dive into the story of one of the most powerful and insightful business minds in modern entertainment, Taylor Swift. This isn't just about music or pop culture. It's a masterclass in psychological autonomy. We will dissect how she not only built a billion-dollar empire, but when that empire was stolen from her, she had the audacity, the genius, to burn the old map and draw a new one. This story will answer the core question of this channel. Why? Why was she able to execute this unprecedented, massive act of reclamation? And why are you, perhaps, still waiting for permission? To understand the battle, we must understand the asset. In the music industry, the masters are the engine of revenue, the money generated every time the song is streamed, played, or used in a film. For the first decade of her career, she signed a standard deal. But what started as a necessary compromise eventually became a cage. She created the value, but the ultimate ownership of her life's work did not rest with her. In 2019, that cage slammed shut. Her life's work was sold to music mogul Scooter Braun. She tried to negotiate. She wrote public letters. She appealed to the system. And the system, unsurprisingly, said no. The door was shut. Let's pause and consider the default human reaction. When faced with an insurmountable obstacle, we often default to the victim mentality. We throw our hands up and say, "It's too big. I tried. The system beat me." We crave external validation. We subconsciously believe that success requires an external authority, a permission giver, to smile upon us. We convince ourselves that moving forward without that blessing is illegitimate. Taylor could have easily spent the rest of her life touring and letting the old masters become a footnote of injustice. This is the comfort of self-pity. But she stopped asking, "Who will allow me to own my work?" She started asking, "What can I do right now with the tools I possess to render their ownership meaningless?" The system said no. That silence was the most powerful permission she ever received. It told her, no one is coming to save you. You must save yourself. Her decision was brilliant, audacious, and unprecedented. She would re-record her entire catalog. This wasn't just about making new music. It was a profound act of creative reframing. By re-recording, she created new masters, which she would now fully own. The original recordings were instantaneously devalued. She didn't just circumvent the contract. She made it obsolete through sheer will and creativity. This strategy teaches us a vital lesson. When the door is locked, don't keep rattling the handle. Build a new door. What made this move an $11 billion success was her unbreakable psychological capital with her audience. She involved them in her narrative of injustice and triumph. She made it a shared mission. Fans were psychologically primed to support Taylor's version because it represented justice. This psychological investment from her fans gave her the power to unilaterally change industry rules. The main reason we hesitate to re-record our own lives is the paralyzing fear of second best. We fear that our new attempt will be compared unfavorably to the original or to the perceived perfection of others. Taylor risked having her definitive Grammy-winning original albums compared to her new versions. She overcame this by prioritizing ownership and meaning over perfection. She trusted that the story behind Taylor's version was more compelling than any slight difference in sound mixing. She had faith in her product and her loyal relationship with her audience. The re-recordings were not just successful. They often outperformed the originals. She reclaimed her masters, her narrative, and critically, the financial power. The lesson here is clear. Your true value lies not in your past product, but in your present capacity to create and recreate. If someone else owns your past, focus your energy on ensuring your future is entirely yours. Now, let's bring this back to your life. What are your masters that you are allowing others to control? Is it your career path, dictated by what your parents or peers think is acceptable? Is it your creative project, sitting unlaunched because you're waiting for an investor or a manager to give you the green light? Is it your happiness, contingent on the approval of a relationship or a social circle. The permission you seek is an illusion created by your own fear of failure and judgment. Taylor Swift's story is a mandate. You are the chief executive officer of your own life and legacy. To start your own Taylor's version, you need 3 shifts. 1. Identify the gatekeeper. Pinpoint exactly who or what you are waiting for. Write it down. Seeing the fear on paper diminishes its power. 2. Adopt the reframe strategy. Stop focusing on fighting the old, impossible contract. Start creating the new, better one. If you can't get the perfect job, create the perfect job description for yourself and launch it. 3. Prioritize meaning over perfection. Take the first action, even if it's imperfect. The meaning, the autonomy, the justice, the story will carry the project farther than perfection ever could. Taylor Swift's billion-dollar empire was only reclaimed when she realized her power was internal, not external. The greatest threat to your future success is not a competitor, but the habit of waiting for someone else to validate your right to exist. That permission slip has been in your pocket all along. It just needed you to sign it. Don't ask why them and not me. Instead, ask, what rule am I going to break today? If you're ready to stop waiting for permission and start building your own empire, hit subscribe. Join us on the next episode of Why.